welcome back.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
It's a busy week for both of us.
We're working on a project together.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm excited to be working on a project finally
It's cool,
for work
yeah.
together, besides this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been busy. Though.
Yeah.
It's been like a lot.
Hopefully it's something we can share with you all one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah. How was your weekend?
My weekend was good.
Yes. Any exciting things happen?
I can't remember back to the weekend.
Oh, that's okay.
I can't.
Well, I can remember
What did
back
you
to
do?
the
Oh,
weekend.
wait, Leo, what did you do this weekend?
Oh, funny you should ask. So I had a life-changing experience. I think. Randomly got last-minute tickets to a concert. It was an Eric Hutchinson concert. I'm not like his #1 fan. I've seen him live before, but I love live music. We kind of had low expectations for the openers, as you always kind of do.
Yeah.
And so the first opener went, and we were just like, okay, that was cool. And then the second opener came on, and it was this group of 4 men wearing the weirdest clothes, just looking so strange. And then they started playing their music, and it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was probably the second most engaging concert experience I've had. I was
and you go to a lot of concerts. Yeah,
yes.
That's
yeah.
a thing.
I was blown away just in the way that they have this beautiful... the band is called Magic Giant.
Magic Giant.
I should probably plug them. I think maybe we should use one of their songs.
Yeah, let's put it as the opening.
Okay, that'd be good.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah. They were just incredible. They have this really fun, folky kind of music. And the whole time, they're like, each and every band member is like looking into the eyes of like the audience members. It was incredible. And then like got the chance to talk to some of them after, and they were just like the nicest guys, super friendly. They asked your name, they looked you in the eye.
That's awesome.
And they just have like this incredible music to share. And so that was a pretty, you should definitely check them out. I highly recommend them. But you know that I love going to concerts and I love music. I don't know. Do you have it like, what are like some of your top concert experiences?
Oh, I'm not a concert junkie like you. But but I mean, I have been to some fun ones recently.
Yeah.
I went to churches.
Right, so good.
Hit me with those tickets. Yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun. And one of the few like pop concerts I guess I've been to. If they're pop, I don't know. Yeah.
Can you remember what your first concert ever was?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was. We were on a military base in Germany.
Oh my
so Laura Bush came to visit us. Like you know how they do the She didn't sing. Don't worry. You know how they do.
I didn't know she had that.
And she brought. Who'd she bring with her? I think her name was Deanna DeGarmo.
From American Idol.
Oh runner-up or something. American Idol, like 4th place American Idol.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But she sang, and I remember that name because
that's so funny.
We're like, an American singer coming to see us. Like,
that's so cool.
I don't know. What was your first concert?
Oh, my first concert, I believe, was a Christian girl band called Zoe Girls.
Oh, Zoe Girls.
You know that?
Yeah, I know.
And I ended up really liking one of the openers. It was the Christian boy band called Fat Chance, Fat with a PH.
Yeah. That's how you know they're special.
It was horrible. I mean, at that phase of my life, I was like, this is the best moment ever. Right. But now looking back, I'm just like, oh, Leah.
Yeah.
Your taste,
so what do you think of Christian music now?
Oh, yeah, this is a good chat. Better
you were mentioning to me yesterday, I had Caleb on, you were like, oh, good for you having Caleb, because I've never listened to Caleb anymore.
I don't. Here's my thing about Christian music. I would prefer to listen to good music over music with a good message. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I feel like there is a lot of very well-intentioned Christian artists out there that are trying to cram the gospel into subpar music. And it's interesting because this is kind of like what you and I do. I think it's hard creatively to find like the right balance of like pursuing good art for goodness' sake rather than like trying to create art that contains the gospel or a part of the gospel.
There are two different things. When I think of like bubblegum pop and like the gospel, I don't think they mesh well because what is the point of pop music? Like, loud bass, like pop music is like just to get you dancing and just like having fun, you know what I mean? And so then to throw on, when you throw the lyrics, thank you, Jesus, for dying for me, like you are my savior, has a weight that I don't think that tune can carry. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I totally agree with you. Like, it almost like cheapens it.
Yeah, it cheapens it. And then I don't like the gospel anymore. So that's a lot.
So thank you, Christian music.
Is there any good Christian music that you
like? Yeah, so there's a lot of good Christian music out there. I mean, there's like the heavy hitters, Matt Maher, Audrey Assad, their Hillsong stuff. Honestly, I don't listen to a ton of Christian music, so I wouldn't say that I'm like quite the connoisseur. So do you have any recommendations for me?
I was thinking of my friend Ali Leah. She does a really good job. I mean, it's not just because she's my friend and she's probably watching, but because you know how we were just talking about how if you're gonna give the weight of the gospel, the song needs to carry it. You know what I mean?
Right.
She does a really good job at doing both of those. I don't listen to a lot of like Christian music on the radio, but more like worship music.
Right. Yeah.
That when I need it, when I'm not like, when I don't need Rihanna and like Beyonce, which sometimes I do.
Yeah.
But when I need something more and I need to like connect with God in the car or something, like I will put on worship music because it does that, you know?
Right.
Now, do you think that pop music has the opposite effect? If if we're talking about how great worship music is at leading us closer to God, does pop music lead us away from God? Can it?
I think music has a very unique power that a lot of art forms don't have. I'm also really into philosophy. In The Republic by Plato, he talks about like the way different music like impacts you and how like that was ancient days and they were like on little harps and stuff. But still, I mean, like he talks about the way like music can like have like a certain effect on you. I don't necessarily think that pop music like of course is always going to lead someone away from Christ, but I think there are definitely lyrical aspects of things that I think can do serious damage on a heart and a soul that is like unattentive to the way it may be affecting them, you know? But I also think like, and this might be like super loony and you might think I'm like
no, go ahead.
Dingus, but I think that melodies can have a serious effect too, like rhythms and beats. I think, that's the reason I listen to like Kanye when I'm working out because like I get pumped up when I'm like running to Black Skinhead. But but then there are like we listen to like peaceful music or like we were like worship music we listen to isn't gonna be like this like high energy like pump up stuff, but that's because like the melodies and the rhythm of that music is like meant to kind of order your person to worship, and that isn't like this like chaotic thing. I think it's very important to be attentive to the way lyrics can be affecting you. I know lyrics have affected me like if I listen to like certain songs for so long, like it can become really easy for me to kind of start slipping into like I've watched myself kind of slip into like attitudes that where like as a woman like I'm like more comfortable being objectified and more comfortable seeing men objectify other women. Like
there's definitely been moments that I could pinpoint in my life where I felt like I was going in another direction because of the music I was listening to. You know what I mean? Or there's been those moments when I'm in adoration or I try to go in to pray and I'm singing some pop song in my head. When you are just like consuming like pop music that you like isn't a good message, I do agree that is going to affect you in some way, you know? And so I think it just comes down to moderation. It's something that we don't think we should moderate, but I definitely think that music needs to be pop music or music with like a terrible message needs to be in moderation. Because otherwise it'll just consume your thoughts. You know what I mean? And then when your thoughts are consumed, your heart is more easily led. Yeah. In that direction. You know? But I think for me, it's always been a good point when I realize like I'm tempted or like just my mind is being changed by the music I'm listening to. That's like a good sign for me that I'm not praying at all. Like, you know what I mean? Because if I was taking time to like order myself, which is what prayer is, then I wouldn't be feeling those ways. You know what I mean? So
because music is so powerful and because it's so universal, and I think there is like, because it's like a created art, I think there's like some spiritual elements to it. I think that it can be very easy for, in our secularized culture, to experience music as like this kind of spiritual substitute for what we can only go to God for, you know? And so I think it's important to be very attentive to like, how much is this influencing me? How important is this in my life? Am I willing to give all this up, like if I needed to, you know? Like, and like really, it all goes back to like, what is the end of it? Like, what is the purpose of this? Like listening to this, experiencing this concert, like, you know, if it's not ordered properly. Then,
are you just trying to get a high, or are you having a fun time?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a different, and you can be addicted to a beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you definitely could.
Yeah, definitely.
If I get to heaven and Jesus is like, you need to go to purgatory because you listened to work for a month, like by Rihanna, obviously, I'm gonna be pissed.
Sometimes I think about the fact that like what we can hear musically and like just in general as human beings on earth, I like get really swept up by the idea of what we'll be able to hear in heaven.
I was just thinking that when you're talking about it.
Oh, like what our senses will be able to.
We're going real out there.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. No, it's good.
I just think about how.
It's one of those thoughts you can just have for like.
Oh yeah, I can go down the rabbit hole. We won't even need the 3-minute pop song to fire us up because we'll be in heaven and everything we could ever.
It's gonna be too much. Yeah.
It's gonna be so much. Lord. I'm so excited for heaven. It's gonna be the best.
Bye guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Another fun video with Lee and Ryan from Culture Koolaid. We mentioned a lot of singers and artists in our video today. So if you want to check any of them out, what was it? Can we name them again?
Yes. Matt Maher,
Audrey Assad, Ali Aaliyah,
Magic Giant.
Yes. Nick Scanlon, who I mentioned, is also a singer and has a song on YouTube. Yep. And Rihanna. So check her out. She's a huge hit. Please let us know what you think. We know that there's a lot of singers out there and a lot of other artists. So please let us know what you think about music, how you experience music, if you listen to pagan music. Let us know what you think and how you think Christians receive music. I don't know. Whatever.
Just love to know any of your
And if you have any ideas about stuff we should talk about, we would love your suggestions. So please tweet us at Culture Koolaid.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.